Hi, so I have finally decided to make some prints of my work. I do need your help in deciding which painting to make a print of. We have the blue painting, which is very meaningful to me. I talk a bit about the meaning behind this painting in this video actually, if any of you are interested. And then we also have this water lily painting that I completed in this video. Please leave a comment down below and help me make a decision between the two. I'll only be running a limited amount of prints and I will announce when they're up and live. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, let's get into this video. Alright, so I am getting ready to go on a very long hike today. Actually, I'm already ready. I don't know why I lied like that. I'm already ready. I feel like I have everything that I could possibly need. I've been really wanting to paint vegetation, flowers, like more landscape scenes, and I really want to paint from my own references. So this hike is all about taking reference shots and basically just getting inspired. I have my two paintings that are still drying from last week that I prepped. So those are going to be basically what I'm going to be painting on. So yeah, let's go on a little hike and get inspired. Pretty much done for today. I've been hiking for like, I don't even know how long, hours. I saw this really cool bird. I'm hoping that the pictures turned out because it's really hard to see in my camera what things like look like and if the lighting is correct and if things are focused because it's so bright today. So I'm really hoping that that turned out. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming with me. I've been really addicted to these lately. Okay, so I've had a pretty busy morning this morning. I've been pretty much writing all morning. I'm working on my artist statement for the art competition for this painting that I finished. It's a portraiture competition. I did want to share a little bit about how I kind of start my artist statements. I have a whole video on artist statements that I think is super relevant and has a lot of good information in it if you want to check it out. But I'm just going to give you some information about like my process regardless of how I write these. Sometimes when I start a painting, I'll write down notes as I go, or I'll just keep kind of like a mental log of things that I'm thinking about in my head, either things that the painting is about or parts of my process that I could put in the artist statement. And then I just write them down when I'm ready to write an artist statement. Okay, so I wrote primarily focusing on self-portrait, main themes, embroidery, healing, self-healing, stitching oneself together, creating oneself, embroidery being a meditative practice, oil painting being a slow and contemplative practice, eyes closed, looking down, not interacting with the viewer, deep reflection, hands being the focus, discovering myself through creating, smoke, veil, self-discovery. Okay, so they're basically just jot notes. These notes, though, have already kind of helped me know what I'm talking about with this painting. And even the word veil that I mentioned at the end, I thought, oh my god, that'd be a good title for this painting. Because I did not have a title before starting to write this, and I definitely need one. From there, I basically try to expand as much as I can on these ideas. I'm pretty much on like my 4th draft of writing this, but I'm going to read what I have written right now because I'm going to probably keep writing it and writing it over and over again until I'm satisfied with it, because right now I'm just not. But from those jot notes, this is what I ended up writing. My practice centers around self-portraiture and exploring identity as an evolving process, continually shaped and reconstructed through the act of creation. I don't like that line because I think it's way too long. In this work, the smoke represents uncertainty, distraction, and the experiences that can cloud our understanding of who we are. The hands become a point of clarity, suggesting that while the self may feel obscured, the act of creating provides a way forward. One hand embroiders my own clothing using thread as both a physical and symbolic act of repair. Embroidery functions as a meditative practice of healing and a gesture of stitching together not only fabric but the self. It reflects the ongoing process of becoming, where identity is patiently constructed. I don't know how I really feel about this artist statement because part of me doesn't really like over-explaining the meaning behind the painting, and I also feel like I really didn't mention the process too much of creating this work. Like, I just don't feel super confident about this, so I need to keep working on it, but I honestly think that that's kind of enough for today. Like, I've been writing for a long time and I want to stop now and I want to do other things. I still need to take photos of my piece. I need to measure it as well. They're asking me to basically compile a document of my CV, my artist statement, and my bio, so I'm going to just quickly throw that all in a doc, and I need to edit the photos I take of this piece. Okay, so yeah, I just have so much to do. I feel like stressed out. We're gonna get started on everything right now. I found this painting in my bedroom and I hate it. I hate it a lot. I did it in university for an assignment of like painting the same person in different lighting, and I did it the night before it was due. Had a lot going on in last year of university, so anyway, we are going to paint over it. I'm just going to do a solid color. I think of orange. I'm using cadmium red light. It's really just, it's an orange. It's like a hot orange. And we're just gonna quickly prep this so that when we need a painting to start, we already have one started, kind of thing. Good morning. Oh, my camera's gonna die already. I'm going to do a little bit of painting this morning. The reason my sunglasses are on is because Brandon and I are gonna grab a coffee probably in like a half hour, but I literally just want to be ready to grab my purse and head out the door, and I don't want to forget my sunglasses, so they're gonna be on my head. They also keep my hair out of my face, and I kind of just want that right now. I kind of like the way that my painting is turning out so far. The only thing is I really want to leave a lot of that red in the underpainting, like showing through at the end. And I just have this problem with constantly covering it up, and I don't want to cover up the red. I like the red, but something in me is like, we need to cover this up. And then I do it. So I need to like actively stop myself. Anyway, let's do a little bit of painting and then take a little break and see Brandon come back, do more painting, and see where it takes us from there. Oh my god, my hair. It's just frizzy.
Hi. I look.
I feel like everyone knows you by now, actually, because I feel like you've been in so many of my videos.
Yeah, that was the point.
Brandon and I are going for a drive and a Gap now, so that's kind of our routine. I get a matcha, Brandon always gets a mocha. Then we go to the park.
Stop the boat.
And then we have a little walk in a Gap.
We do laps.
We do. Maybe we'll be doing this like well into our 70s.
Yeah.
And then we have a drive and we listen and talk to music.
Yep.
That's so cute for us. I love it.
I know, it's our routine.
It's our routine.
I take the long way home.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do right now. So I'll see you at home, I guess.
Bye.
Truth, they're a lie. Looking like a vibe in your t-shirt. Little off white, but it's hard on your features.
Okay, so a few days have passed and I've been pretty much just focusing on painting the entire time. This painting has honestly been so nice to focus on, and I feel like it really just brings attention to the fact that I do need to do more artist dates with myself. Every time I do an artist date with myself, I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. Just making the time to take those reference photos, life-changing. And I'm just so glad that I worked on something that was like in nature from my own references. I don't know. I really liked it. I love the way that this painting turned out. I really like that I was able to leave those pops of red contrasting with all of the green that's going on in the painting. I think it turned out quite beautifully. I've been really trying to make it a point lately to make sure that I'm creating even more so than I already am. I saw this TikTok the other day that was like, if you're an overthinker, then you need to become an overcreator. And that's not a new concept or anything. I've heard so many people say that you need to create more if you're like an anxious person. For whatever reason though, it just really struck me in that moment that I was like, oh, maybe like the reason I am so anxious all the time is because I'm not painting enough and I'm not making enough stuff. All of that energy is not being channeled into like a healthy output. So yeah, I feel like I just need to put some more energy into making more things. And if you're an anxious person, maybe that's something that you could think about doing too. Anyway, let me know how the painting turned out if you really liked it. That is going to be the end of this video though. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to sub, then sub. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.